Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are now in my bedroom. As I said, I would be posting this and making this right after the last one. I still have my makeup on. It is now 3 in the morning. This is a whole lifestyle, you guys. Whole lifestyle. I'm stuck on my makeup right now. I freaking love it. I sound very conceited when I say that. I swear I'm not. Okay, but like I said, I'm gonna tell you guys the story of this. I recently ordered a bunch of these like simple black chokers on Wish. And I had the idea before they got to me to attach all my jewelry that didn't have necklaces on them to like chains on them to these, and this one I was the most excited for. I got this in the summer of 2017, I believe. Was it? No, it was the summer of 2018 I got this. I was still on my addiction during this time. I was heavy in my addiction. Like, I couldn't go an hour without smoking or drinking. I had to do one, the other, or both every hour. So around the time of doing that, I was living with an ex-friend at this point who was also in use, and we were staying in, if you know where Anoka is, that's where I was. I was working at a tobacco store at the time, and like every day I would get off, I'd go up there, we'd get high, we'd drink, we'd hang out with people. And this one particular time, there were a couple of guys that we'd usually hung out with. Now, she had a boyfriend, so it wasn't like we were like flirting with these guys. These guys were like genuinely friends and genuinely cool guys. Like, they didn't use, they didn't drink, they didn't get high. I look back at it now and I think, you know, maybe these guys were in recovery because they like, all they did was drink coffee and smoke cigarettes, and I totally understand that now. But now, I can't recall these guys' names, which I feel really bad about because they were genuinely cool guys, and like, I really enjoyed their company. But like, anyways, one of them, we're hanging out, I'm smoking my weed, we're chit-chatting, and he just like out of nowhere was like, I want to trade with you. And I was like, okay. I was like, alright, I'm alright. Like, I don't know if I have anything to like trade with you. And he was like, well, I only like things that have meaning to you. And so at the time I was like, I'm not gonna give you my phone first because I need that. But I was trying to think of like what I could trade with him, and he was telling me like, when you give me the item that you pick, you have to tell me the story behind it, and then when you pick an item that I have, I'll tell you the story behind that. And the significance of it for me was, when I gave him what I gave him, it was this cute little choker I had bought, and I bought it around the time that I was in a relationship with my ex, my last ex, and it was not healthy at all. But like, my explanation behind giving him that one was like, I really favored this necklace. I really felt like this was something that I would put on especially for him because I felt good in it. And so in a way it was like for both of us, but like mainly for him. And it was funny because I was like, you know, this is probably something I should let go of. I don't really want to because I like it a lot, and it kind of holds those memories in there for me, you know, just like, just remembering those things for me. There's a lot of other stuff that does that for me as well, but like that particular necklace I wore a lot around him, so I think that's why I picked that one. Now, when I got to pick, there was a bunch of stuff on the table that we were at, and for whatever reason, this one was calling to me the most, and so this one ended up being the one I picked. And this is also from a situation with an ex for him, so I thought that was really cool. That, I mean, and I'm gonna get real skeptical with you guys. He could have just made that shit up. He could have just said it was from his ex who he had to separate with. But me wanting to believe that he's telling me the truth, I believe that that's what this was. And it's crazy for me because it was this is a reminder for me of like where I was. When I wear it, I can like it, I don't know why, but it feels a lot more real where I was, rather than just remembering it on my own. And it's also like has a lot more significance now, because I do believe in God now. I do believe that there is a higher power. I do understand those things. I'm definitely more in depth in that now, which is really cool. And even before that, I was like praying for other people. I wasn't praying for myself, but I was praying for other people around me at the time, because, I really hit a point where it was like, I understood well before recovery that you can't control anybody, you can't make anybody do anything. You can talk to you're blue in the face and people still won't listen to you. So, it took a point where it was like, it hit a point in my life where I was like, okay, if you're real and you can do anything, I'm giving it to you. Like, do it. And a lot of the things that I prayed for like came true, which was wow. Those moments were really crazy. And I had this going into my first treatment center, and the guy that originally gave it to me just tied it around my neck with some kite string, which lasted like, oh my gosh, almost a whole year. And I went through like, in when I first got to treatment, because it is a faith-based program that I went to, it was very eye-opening. Like, I had a lot of questions that I had about the Bible and God and Jesus and like all those things. All my questions got answered, like, and so I'm now at a point of understanding, like, because my main thing growing up was like, I thought that it was like a fairy tale, like it sounded like a story that somebody made up, and that's kind of what I thought in my mind. It didn't really feel like something that was real to me. And then after that, it came to be like, where are the dinosaurs at, and why are there so many, people who are good that die, or why is there so much like chaos in the world if there is a God? And I got all of those answers, which brings peace to me. I'm not gonna sit on this video and explain all that, because it's a lot of explaining and I don't want it to be that long. If it's requested in the future to be talked about, I will. And if you have questions, please put them in the comments. Like, I will try to the best of my ability to answer. Just remember that I'm not God. I am a human being, so I do not always have the answers. I'm happy about finding God and believing in those things, and it's not something that I'm ashamed of. It's not something I'm scared of, and I am also not one of those people that's going to pressure you to believe in God. I'm just like, you know what? I don't need to say anything because my life is enough to show you. But I do tell these stories because they're stories that shape who I am right now, and I think they're pretty significant in my life. And I know, because of what the Bible has told me, it's important to share those things. And also, I'm like hoping that, you know, as you guys get to know me, that I'm able to help somebody else. It's kind of the whole point of it. You know, you get through it, and then you lead other people who have been through it out of it. Like, and so that's the goal on this platform right now. I want to be able to reach out to other women, especially because that's mostly where my story lies, but it doesn't have to just be women. I know there are plenty of guys and men who have been through a lot of the same things. So that was all I really wanted to talk about. I'm gonna have to edit and post tonight, but please give me a thumbs up and let me know if you want to hear any more stories like that. I could probably be a better storyteller. I don't know. We'll see. But oh my gosh, this eye is watering like crazy right now. Losing my train of thought. Yeah, please let me know down in the comments if you want more stories like this. I'm leading up to telling my testimony. I think I'll post that next week. You guys aren't gonna get a Wednesday video this week because I'm going to be very busy on Wednesday, so that is why I am posting 2 videos on the same day. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on my social media if you want to keep up. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please come back. Bye.